about hate that keeps us separated. Tell me what you think about equal rights for all in every way. Say what you think, what you think, what you think, what you think about justice. What you know, what you know, what you know, what you know about love. Why all the segregation? We all are but one nation. Oh, let us unite as one. Let us unite as one. Oh, love. So many can testify. Oh, love. But you still can't satisfy. You keep on praying. You wish that day would come when there'll be equal rights and justice for every man.
Good morning and welcome to Policing with You. I am your host, Inspector Shauna Francis Edwards. And with me today I have Inspector Kamara Phillip. Very interesting woman. Lots of information she have to give you today. I just want to say welcome to all those who are listening in Radio Land, all those who are listening via social media platform. Welcome to Policing with You, and we plan to have a very interesting talk this morning on mentoring. Mentorship matters. Police supporting at-risk youths, and that is our topic for today. I know that you will have callers who will call and say other things that bother them, but we will focus on the mentoring youths for this morning's episode of Policing with You. Welcome, Miss Phillip.
Good morning. Welcome to you as well, and thank you for having me here this morning.
Yes. Could you tell us a little about yourself, where you work?
Good morning again. My name is Kamara Phillip, Inspector of Police in the Royal St. Christopher Nevis Police Force. I have been a member of the organization for over 20 years. I currently work in the Service Improvement Directorate, and I'm in charge of the Office of Professional Standards.
Wow, professional standards. What does that entail?
Professional Standards is the office that deals with the report against police officers, is where we have an investigation conducted based upon reports that are made from members of the public.
So you have we have our own internal tribunal.
Yes, we do. We
court
have
system.
Our own tribunal. Yes, yes, we do.
Okay. Thank you very much for the introduction.
You're welcome.
Inspector Phillip. We know that there is a lot of volunteerism and investment that the police would have put in youth and youth programs. Do you think that these outreach programs reach the at-risk people, youth?
Yes, I do think that the programs reach the youths. There have been tremendous amount of investment and volunteering that the force has put into programs with the intention of helping and improving youth within our federation. I believe they are reaching the youths to a certain extent. Examples of these are the grassroots program. This is a football team managed by the police officers. Police officers are also in the schools. We also have liaison officers assigned to school across of the federation.
Right.
These are designed to engage the young people, build trust, provide them with tailored support while acknowledging cultural sensitivity. So I do believe that, the efforts put into volunteerism is working for the youths.
All right. Very good, very good. I know about some of these programs, and they really do go out and capture the at-risk youths. Why is it important for the police to mentor these youths? And just give me two good reasons.
Well, it's important that mentorship be put in place. I believe they are very essential for the police to mentor these children as they are future of our nation. It also builds positive relationships between the community and the police. We have to invest in them. We have to develop them, build their self-esteem, etc. It improves the perception of the police and potentially deter criminal activities by providing them with a positive role model. These children are the ones to carry on the mantle and secure the future. So it's imperative to give support and also guidance. Some children go through bad experiences and as such become defiant, amongst other things. Because of their vulnerability, they lack trust. Putting things in place will assist them while finding their purpose. So it is important to mentor these children because looking at the long term, these are the children that will be carrying on.
I agree with you. Especially in the area of trust, it helps build trust, not just for the children with the police, but the children with the whole community. And the community with the police.
Yes.
So that is very important. What other benefits that can be derived from the youths in terms of, with reference to their communities, and that could derive from the police, or for the police?
So the youths, they can benefit from their involvement with the police as they could become more rounded, knowledgeable about things, which helps them to contribute positively and continue self-development, which is very important in a young person. Having a sense of belonging, have a sense of understanding, well, hey, the police are regular people who genuinely care about them rather than enforcers. Learn morals and standards that are expected of them. They can develop trust in relationship with adults. It helps improve self-esteem since mentoring helps them to feel good about themselves. They will learn positive behaviors and make good decisions because certain decisions that you do make will hamper you later down in life. So making good decisions is always something that should be recommended and encouraged.
I agree with you on that as well.
So the community, it gives them a sense of care. This answer is a bit lengthy because it has 3 parts. It helps to develop better cooperation with the police, the children within their community. Whether it just be a family member or children that you are associated with. The community now will have a voice to know well they are listened to. This increases cooperation between the community and the police. Because when you have cooperation, it builds trust with the residents and the police officers. A collaborated effort of all parties involved is needed for the youth. So lastly, the police, they can also benefit from mentoring the children by creating the strong ties that I spoke of earlier with the community that we serve. It helps to build a positive relationship with the youth and the community. In turn, this will be like a preventative method towards crime and other bad practices that, youths carry out and stuff like that. Seeing the knit and the close ties, understanding between the community, it shows, well, people are going a little further and being involved for their betterment. So it helps everybody, the youths, the community, and the police.
Right. Thank you very much, Inspector Philip. I just wanted to add, depending on the officers who are involved, you also have life skills that can be taught to these youths as well.
Yes.
And that is something that they will carry throughout from youth to adulthood.
Correct.
And that is also important. How can the public get involved in supporting the police in their thrust to these mentorship programs for the youths?
Many may ask, how can the public help the police? They can assist by volunteering of their time because the police, we can't do it alone. Join in, help with sporting activities that engage the youth. When I was younger, I was always told it takes a village to raise a child. We have since drifted far apart from that, and this is something that's, so much needed. Many persons out there, they have skills. Some got carpentry skill, some could sew, knit, all these different things. You could have a little niche business. With these being taught to the children, right, it helps develop them. You also can donate tangible things, like when the police have clubs and different things like that. It helps for, continuity of these events, whether it be food, it could be tools, equipment, anything. These together, coupled together, will help the police, with the mentoring that they have. You could show support too by talking to children, grandchildren, even other children that you know about the importance of law enforcement.
Yes.
Right? Because these are things that are needed, and people can also feel involved by assisting in any which way that they can. Yes.
It sort of give them ownership as well, because once you get involved, you say, well, I helped this and I helped that, or our business was inspirational in doing so and so. And,
correct.
You get recognition as well.
Yes, absolutely.
You get recognition as well for the work that you would have done for the youths.
Yes.
Okay?
I agree.
Can you share any success stories? Any success stories where mentorship by a police officer has made a significant difference in someone's life?
I can share a success story that I would have learned about. Mm-hmm. There was this young guy. He was part of the Police Boys Club. Mm-hmm. And as a result of him being involved in the Police Boys Clubs, the skills that were taught in training, the said mentorship, he was able to turn his real life around and be able to share, well, this is what the club did for me. Having a male role model to mold me, mm-hmm. show me the right direction to go. And he's one that is a success story and is not afraid to share what his benefits are based upon his involvement with the police Boys Club. Right. So this is one success story that I know. I have had other persons come to me and say, not knowing at the time I was doing mentorship,
yes,
they would come to me and say, oh, you remember when I used to work so and so and so? And then you used to pull me in and, but look how good today, man. Look how good today. And those are success stories, though we were not looking at it as mentorship, but it comes from, having things in your heart to help the children. So, yes, we do have success stories that the police, being involved has made a difference in persons' lives.
Right. I do have many success stories. Some were told to me by now serving police officers who are actually students in the DARE program.
Wonderful.
And the DARE program, we know that you had people like Sergeant Maguire, right, and Superintendent David, who used to go to the various primary schools, yes, and teach the DARE program. I believe that some people still call Sergeant Maguire the DARE officer.
Yes. Yes.
So those are long-lasting impressions of the police being involved in youths' lives.
Yes.
And many of them have grown up to be very successful persons and role models in the community.
Yes.
So we do have our success stories as well. Yes. We'll take a break now. We're at the halfway point. We'll take a break now. And on the second half, we will take questions from callers.
Unlocking opportunities, Excel leads the way in digital advancement every single day. Fair internet access for all to share. Transparent billing with consumer care. Excel through the EC bill, safeguarding our rights. Net neutrality, consumer protection shining bright. Mobile number portability available to you. Switch providers seamlessly, keep the number true. Excel through the EC bill, promoting their play in the digital world every single day. Affordable services are important for all. Through the EC bill, there'll be progress overall.
Ectel and the NTRCs connecting our communities.
Ectel and the NTRCs, digitally transforming our space together.
Each day, we see how unpredictable life can be. So let Nagico Insurances help you prepare and safeguard what matters most. We provide solid coverage you can depend on, like life insurance to provide financial security for those you love, medical that covers dental, vision, and preventative care, and auto insurance with comprehensive coverage so you can drive with confidence. For all your insurance needs, visit us at Nagico.com. Nagico Insurances, fast, fair, and always there.
And good morning again, and welcome back to Policing with You. I am your host, Inspector Shauna Francis Edwards, and with me as my guest, I have Inspector Kamara Phillip. We are doing mentoring youths, police mentoring as youths at risk. We would have gone through some information as to how you can donate as the public. Persons who are interested in mentoring and assisting in different ways. We have Sergeant Charmaine O'Dane. She's in charge of the NIT. You can contact her through Police Headquarters 465-2241 or any member of her NIT team to donate. We will take whatever donations that you can give because it's a worthy cause. We are assisting youths in becoming role models and the trendsetters that we will have to leave in charge of our future. Okay, so please make the call and assist us in whatever way you can. So we are continuing. What challenges do police face when engaging in mentorship programs, and how can these challenges be overcome?
Police officers face challenges in mentorship because they lack financial support. In order to effect the many initiatives that they may have, this is necessary, is something that helps to boost the initiatives that they have. Some of them may lack motivation, as sometimes when you're looking for help from the guardians, the parents, or whoever may be involved with the children's life, it may not be as forthcoming, as you would like, and you not being able to have, the support from family members and stuff, it could become a bit demotivating. So these are some challenges, police do have in mentorship programs.
Okay. I know that there are more too as well. So it's not just the fact that we have financial constraints. Sometimes the parents, the persons that you're trying to reach, the parents are not even cooperative in assisting us in getting the children to these programs.
To the different things, yes.
Right,
yes.
so that is sometimes a big challenge for us.
Yes, because you are putting out the effort,
right,
but then it's not being reciprocated on the part of the parents.
Yes. And we are urging parents out there, if you do have children that you notice that, I think that I can get this child to be a better person, improve self-esteem and all of that. We do have the grassroots programs. It's a football initiation or initiative that's on Saturdays. There's a bus that comes around to pick up these children, and the bus take them to the area and bring them back safely for you. It's a way that you can, for a Saturday, you say, okay, I don't have to babysit this Saturday. You can send your children, we'll take care of them for you.
Yes, they'll be in very good hands. And football as well, it can develop the children them
Yes.
for future. It could become a career, you know. Yeah, so
Yes.
football is a real good avenue. Burn energy too.
I tell you. And we would have had success stories of persons who, through football, would have made a life of them for themselves overseas as well. We have
absolutely
players from St. Kitts who have represented international teams.
My
and
cousin
all
is
of
one
that.
of them.
Right. So there is a future in football as well.
It is, yes.
What specific mentorship initiatives or programs do we offer, our department offer, and how can the public support them?
Currently, we have the NIT, you mentioned it earlier, which is the National Intervention Team.
Yes, we do.
We have officers in St. Kitts and we have an officer over in Nevis. So both islands are covered with the National Intervention Team.
Yes.
We have the MAGIC program, mentoring, advising, guiding and instructing children. These officers also go in and teach the MAGIC program at the schools.
Yes.
Right? So they render assistance by teaching the children various topics. One of such is bullying. Officers also have recently completed a TAPS training, police and teens service. This is also another tool to help youths, be involved and stuff. Police is directly involved with teenagers. You go out, you play basketball with them, more the grassroots things, different initiatives, but we would like to see more of that coming in stream when the TAP rolls out in its full fledged. I was also part of a group. We went into a primary school
Yes.
and we did a skit in relation to bullying. And the children, they were so happy, in seeing. This is all police officers.
Yes, adults.
And, yes. And one of the officers was demonstrating being a bully.
Yes.
And it's like realistic as to see, well, what bullying really looks like. And after that, we were able to, speak to them, hey, it's not just a skit. It is for your benefit to see exactly how another person feels when they are being bullied. And both students and teachers were very appreciative of this demonstration that we had. So these are things that we are currently doing within the organization in relation to the programs.
Right. The TAPS program that you spoke about that should roll out maybe shortly. This is going to be in the high schools.
Yes, for teenagers.
for teenagers, yes.
Specifically geared to teenagers. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. What advice would you give to officers who are interested in becoming mentors and don't know where to start?
My advice is simply get involved. Put your foot in through the door. Attend PTA meetings. These meetings, they have a lot of things that are shared there. And when you go there, people have plights, people have differences of opinion.
Yes.
And this is an avenue where you can go in and see where you can assist. That maybe where we have children being identified that maybe need an extra help, a counseling, and this is your avenue to see where and what is needed at that time at that particular school. That's your way. Just get in, do something. Also, with children graduating and stuff, we more focus on
The
who
intellect.
get in, the lot of subjects and stuff like that. What about you giving a child who is graduating has most improved, whether it's in behavior or academic, sports or something? This is an avenue where a child now would see, well, the police again is interested in you. and showing a different light of the police. This is something that can show encouragement and a drive towards the police that, hey, the police is not always there just to arrest.
But they also
care
and
show a
support.
different side of them.
Yes, a softer
The softer side of
Yes.
policing.
And that is great motivation for these children as
Yes.
well, because sometimes the background that they come from, like they're not appreciated.
Correct.
And if we step in and show that, hey, you are loved, you are cared for, at some
goes
point
a
in
long
time,
way.
yes, they would
Goes a long
recognize
way.
that, listen, I'm not alone, and
Correct.
somebody is looking out for me. So the motivation
Yes.
spurs on. Any final words?
Well, mentorship is a very, very important avenue, for want of a better word. But if we take it seriously, it can go a long way, both for the individual, the community, and the police on a whole, because it encompasses so much more than just looking in and doing nothing. So we all put our energies, our thoughts, and finances. We could, reach our youth a lot more, by doing mentorship, involving in sporting activities and other clubs that the police are looking to continue. So that's my final word. Get involved.
Right. Thank you, Inspector Philip,
Thank
for
you as
your
well.
motivation. I can see that you're passionate with what you're speaking about. I too, when it comes to children, I share a passion. I like to see children go the straight and narrow.
Yes.
And for some reason, sometimes they get derailed. For a lot of reasons, they get derailed. And if you're able to put them back on track, it warms my heart.
Yes.
It warms my heart, because you'll say, okay, this is another success story. This is another ambassador of the country.
Right.
And this is somebody that I can leave the country with after I'm gone, So it's real comforting when you get these success stories.
Indeed.
For those persons who are listening, we were talking about mentoring at-risk youth, the police doing such job. We spoke of the many agencies in terms of the NIT, National Intervention Team, and the MAGIC program, and the TAPS that should be rolled out. All this is in an effort to make sure that we have the best youths. We provide training and all of that so that they can become good citizens and good stewards of the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. We thank you for listening today, and we do hope that you did enjoy the information that was shared. And we look forward to have another Policing with You next week. Thank you.